Thomas, I'm ready to address all this fucking shit. And bottom line is, I'm not innocent throughout all this. Never said I was anything related to being innocent towards this. And now here's the thing: is this was not always a thing to where people talk about pedophilia all the time. But nowadays, people talk about pedophilia so fucking much to the point where it's an everyday fucking subject. And at this point, the only thing is that people are ranting about how people are trying to normalize pedophilia, even though the same people that are fucking talking about how they want to normalize pedophilia, how maps want to normalize pedophilia, is kind of weird, really. How you would say that, and yet you try to manipulate and normalize pedophilia yourself by talking shit about pedophilia 24/7. Every video you make, every post you make on social media, every single thing. People, it's the new norm to call out pedophilia 24/7. But haven't you ever thought about how hypocritical you are and about how you talk shit about pedophilia? Yet, yeah, if it's such a mental illness and a terrible thing to bring up, then why the fuck are you bringing this up over and over again? Is it because we bring it up and bring up the fact that not every single pedophile molests a child, that not every single pedophile molests anybody? Like, did you ever think for once that maybe the only reason why you say we're normalizing pedophilia is because we're not normalizing pedophilia, we're normalizing pedophiles themselves in the clear silver lining, because we don't endorse people who molest children. We clearly state that in the book. We do not stating the obvious, that we do not condone child molestation. We do not condone any of the horrendous acts any molester or any child molester has ever done in any capacity. And the thing is that, like, you can call our organization as shady or sandboxes as fuck. It's almost like wearing a grape juice outfit and fucking going out in fucking the streets and protesting on why pedophilia should be legalized. But meanwhile that's not in our nature, though, because the only reason why you would say that is because you would lump us all together. You see, this is the thing also. You lumping us all together, really, it's just making you look more stupid than you already are. I mean, really, you have to lump us all together because we are not pro-contact. There's a difference between pro-contact. There's a difference between child molesters, or there's a difference between pedophiles. There's a difference between all these other people. And the thing is that what's been going on is that the difference between between three of those levels is that one of us doesn't even act on it, and one of us doesn't even promote that shit. We are not offenders, and we are not people who want to legalize fucking children. We actually don't, basically. And the fucking thing is that they have the gall to fucking say that pretty much we do, even though we don't even do that at all. We don't go out. We don't want to legalize pedophilia and all this other shit. And the same people that are getting caught niggers and shit, and then are the people who are worse, probably having child porn. I mean, the Dragon's Den, for fuck's sakes. Literally, they just fucking went ahead and they literally just had fucking child porn. Yeah, no joke. And yet, these are the people that you fucking look up to, kind of like Jetrex. How Jetrex molested his fucking sister. And yet, all we do is preach about how fucking, maybe that not all pedophiles fuck children. Maybe all people who have a minor attraction do not want to fuck children. Sure, we feel like we want to, but doesn't mean that we want to. Doesn't mean that we constantly come up with plans to fucking fuck children. You know what I mean? It's really fucking, at this point, there's really a lot of misinformation that's been going on. God, my throat has been fucking sore ever since I read. Jesus Christ. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, like, fucking, in all honesty, though, that's just what it is. And you can't really go ahead and say that, oh yeah, how, like, every single fucking person that wants to, every single map that is out there wants to go fuck a child. No, that's not really it. And I mean, if that's a thing, then that means I would condemn them for that. See, I only look for virtuous pedophiles, and that's exactly what it is. Like, virtuous pedophiles who don't literally want to go fuck a child. Sure, they may have said some stuff. Like, I said some stuff. I said about the whole fucking thing with, I threatened to kill someone. I threatened to do this. I threatened to do that. I hated this one girl so fucking much, and it was because me and her had a misunderstanding. And the thing is that, like, it's because I got pissed off that she tried to make me look like a groomer, even though I'm not a groomer, and that's not my nature. But guess what? I've forgiven her because that's not the case. It was just my paranoia. And that you can learn a lot from that, because, like, I literally, here's the thing, right, is that as much as you want to go ahead, you can go fuck yourselves. Like, anybody who's an anti can go fuck themselves. Anybody who's a vigilante can go fuck themselves. Any shoe on head and fucking alt-right and right-winging faggots can go fuck themselves. Like, fuck you. Literally, fuck you. And here's the thing, right? I am so fucking sick and fucking tired of how we don't get respect. We go insane. And our insanity happens because of you. It's almost like you want us to molest a child or something. You want to know why? Because that's pretty much what you prey upon. I mean, let's be honest. You prey upon all that shit, and when you prey upon that, you are able to coerce them into molesting kids, and then you can have your own victory. It's pretty fucked up. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, like, that's just what it is, really. It's just people trying to normalize, trying to normalize pedophilia, I guess. Make that the new norm. It's their agenda over ours. Why? Because because they're the fucking pedophiles. They fucking are. Like, they are, yeah. I mean, like, like, does anybody else agree other than myself that, these people literally just want to go ahead and molest children? I mean, look at Jetrex. Jetrex molested a fucking 9-year-old, his 9-year-old sister. And mind you that his 9-year-old sister needed protection from me because I'm the big bad pedophile. But in reality, though, it was actually protection from Jetrex. Because Jetrex molested his 9-year-old sister. Logan Westfall did it. Logan Westfall preached about how much of a fucking creep I am. But yeah, look at him. He's only projecting. The same goes with everybody else. That they're pretty much, whenever they are out there, like, talking about how bad pedophiles are, meanwhile they don't molest kids. They just try to take everything out of context. Maps are not fucking terrible people. And if you fucking support vigilantes and everybody else against the maps.